Happy Friday, everybody. I hope your Friday's going to be really great. It's going to be a very nice day here today. Relatively cool. And I think I'm going to probably take a little drive over to drop those pots and pans off that you'll see later here in the video. Drop them off by my sisters. So this video, we're going to do a little cooking. I did this cooking last night. So I hope you enjoy it. You have a great day. All right, let's do a cooking video. I'm going to make some meatloaf. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. So when I was at Fry's today, I bought this meatloaf, or this meat mix. It was pork and beef. We're going to see how that's going to turn. All right, so I got some onions diced up and diced up some mushrooms that I had. I'm just going to cook these onions and mushrooms with a little garlic salt and some olive oil, just until these onions are like translucent. So I don't want to bite into a bunch of raw onions when I'm eating the meatloaf. So while that's going over there, I took a bunch of shortcuts. So I'm using the 1 cup of this. It's like 1 3/4 pounds of that meat. And I'm going to use this to season it. Okay, Montreal steak. It's already got all the same stuff in it that you can measure out yourself. All right, and then I'm going to put all that stuff in the bowl here with the breadcrumbs and the meat. And I'm going to mix that all together as soon as those onions are done. So I'm going to pause it here for a second. All right, so I think those onions are cooked enough. What I'm going to do now is mix everything together. I'm going to put everything into this pan, into this bowl. So I live in an RV, so I don't have a lot of stuff. I've got this convection microwave oven, and I've got a frying pan with a induction cooker. I do have a gas stove under here, and I also have an air fryer, and then that's of course my coffee. You got to have that, and that's probably a much bigger coffee maker than what I require. All these pots and pans, I've been using them for like 30 years, and they don't work with the induction cooker. They're all stainless steel. They're real nice pots and pans. I'm going to give them to my sister. She's got a job where she cooks for a boarding house, and their pans and pots and pans are all garbage, so I'm going to give them. I've got a cup of breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, the onions, like a half of an onion, the seasoning mix, some mushrooms, and 2 eggs. And we're going to just put that all together here now. Wash your hands, of course. Do I have to tell you that, really? No. Well, if you don't want to wash your hands, you get a little extra flavor. If you're a mechanic, you might get a little oily flavor to it. When I was a tool maker, my wife would make me a sandwich, and I'd eat the sandwich, except for the last bite. I never really thought about it, but my kids were saying something. How come Dad doesn't eat that last bite? And she said, because his hands are dirty from working. And he didn't want to eat the dirt on the sandwich. So I'm mixing this up pretty good here. I'm going to use this pan to cook it on. It's got some breadcrumbs on there. Let's get rid of those. I'm going to turn this into like a loaf of some sort. Put that on here. That's a pretty big meatloaf. So I'm by myself. It's probably going to cook this meatloaf. And then, this was $8 for 2 pounds of this meat, by the way, over at Fry's. So it's kind of a frugal recipe, too. What do you think? Should I have put some jalapenos in there? I do like jalapenos. Alright, so now I'm just going to wash my hands real quick. so I can work the camera again without getting the meat all over it. All right, let's see what we're going to do over here. We're going to say 375 for like 45 minutes. So I know there's a setting on here for 375. I got to get my glasses so I could see it. All right, so we want convection, and then we want 375, and that's this number 7. And then we want to have a timer. So first I'm going to start this. And this meat is kind of greasy, so I don't think I'll need to have the turntable on, but I'm just going to have it in here. I'm going to take that plate out. And we're going to say turntable off, start on. Let's see, enter cooking time. So 40 minutes we'll go with, and then we'll check it. And then we'll push start. And we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to use barbecue sauce for the topping. Last 5 minutes. We'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. Hopefully it's going to be good. It's kind of a science experiment with the seasonings. All right, this is John. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And the channel's at Barbecued. Have a great day. And I'll be back in a little bit. All right. It's been 40 minutes. Let's see what's going on over here with this meatloaf. I'm going to switch this over so you can see the meatloaf. I'm going to open this up and just take the temperature. It's 160, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and get the barbecue sauce. My favorite barbecue sauce is Sweet Baby Ray. There it is. Sweet Baby Ray. All right, so let's take this out of here. Where's my other? What happened to my other pot holder? I don't know. I hope I didn't lose it somewhere. No worries. We'll get this guy right here. Oh, I bet it's going to taste good. Okay, let's go down here. Move, adjust this guy here. I got a brush over here, I think. I do have a brush somewhere. Where is it? There it is. All right. I'm gonna make sure I get this all covered up on here. I'll put a little bit more on there, I think. Get a good like coating of it. So it's right under 165, but you know it's still cooking even when you take it out. I used this meat from Fry's that was a mixture of pork and beef, and it was supposed to be 80% lean. You can see there's very little oil over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to take that out of there right now. All right, we'll open up the microwave again. We'll stick that in there for like 5 minutes or so. Huh. You know what I think I might do here? So I'm going to get some tater tots and put those in. I don't know if you ever watched that Nomadic Fanatic. He is like addicted to tater tots. I think he even named his car after tater tots. Anyways, we'll stick those in there. We're going to put this back on. What should we put that back on? Let's see. Convection oven. Where is convection? There it is. Convection. We'll do the 375. And then we're going to do 5 minutes cooking time. 500. Start. And the oven's pretty hot right now. So I think 5 minutes is going to be okay. And I'll get back to you when I'm starting to slice this thing up. Okay, so that's 5 minutes. Let's see what that looks like now. I did find those pot holders. You got to be careful with stuff like that because they grow legs and run away. They're almost as bad as like a 10mm socket or a pencil. You know how pencils and 10mm sockets just hightail it as soon as you're not looking at them. Okay, so let's take a look here. See what we got going on. I got to adjust this again. So I went and switched my cutting board. This cutting board has like a moat around it. The tater tots aren't quite done yet. I'm going to stick those back in there. I want to get this meatloaf here and let that just sit here for another 5 minutes or so. How did I get barbecue sauce on me? I don't know. Okay. Move these around a little bit. Stick them back in the microwave oven here, which is the convection. It's a microwave convection. I just really started learning how to use this thing. Push this back on convection for another, say, 5 more minutes, maybe 10. It looks like those could go another 10 minutes. Convection, and I'm gonna say 400. I'm gonna say 6 minutes. 600. Start. I like those tater tots, so those are pretty good. Those are just the Walmart brand, but they're very good. So I'm gonna let that meatloaf just kind of hang out there for a while, kind of cool off, let everything reabsorb a little bit. Uh-oh, what happened here? Damn it. No. Another drawer lock failed here, so I'm going to have to deal with that. No worries. If you live in an RV, it's just, it's the same as if you have a house. There's always something that's breaking. You got to fix it. You just got to address it. No big deal. All right, I'm going to come back here in 6 minutes. All right, let's check it out. See if those tater tots. Oh, yeah, they're done now. A little bit browned. That's what I like them. There they go. Yep. I think some of the juice from the meat definitely helped with those. So we got that. Now, I like to eat on regular plates. I have paper plates too for lunch and stuff like that. But I don't mind washing the dishes. Now, when I go out to quartzsite, I'm probably going to use more paper just to conserve water. But then again, I'm going to probably do the La Posa West. I think it's La Posa West, where they have the dump station and everything. And I'll probably just do that every week just because, why not? So I'm going to slice this end piece off here. Now, here's the thing. It's going to take me a long time to eat this. Am I going to eat this every day for the next month? No. what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat 3 pieces here right now. I'm going to let that stand, and then I'm going to slice them up like that, like 3 pieces, put them in a bag, and then freeze it, and then I'll be able to just rewarm it. So I'll probably get like, well, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 meals out of that. So 5 meals, $8. That's pretty good, don't you think? $8, 5 meals. Oh, look at that, how nice that looks. So I wonder if I should have put jalapenos in there. I bet if I put jalapenos in there, it would be really good. All right, so I'm going to pause this. So here we go. I'm going to have a little of this red wine with my meal. And we'll do the Guga Foods kind of like taste test here. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I'll tell you, everybody, that is the best food you're ever going to eat. Just kidding. It was really good, though. That Montreal steak seasoning worked really well. I'm surprised. Now, I just eaten the end piece here, but it's really tasty. And I look forward to eating this over the probably the next month. This is John. Thanks so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Have a wonderful day.